MrBeast is getting canceled again because this time people are saying, Redditors, sorry, are saying that he faked his last YouTube, which was being buried alive for 7 days. Now, we all know that he was buried alive for 7 days with that happened an oxygen pump, food, and very minimal resources, including where he were to, you know, use the bathroom. But now the Redditors are out here saying, well, he faked it. Look, we've got a little graph of like how he faked it. Faked what? He was in the ground for 7 days. The last time anybody was in the ground for more than 3 days, they came back to life. It's a Jesus reference, and actually it doesn't make any sense because there's a lot of people that go underneath the ground and stay there forever. So the Redditors are on the prowl. They're on the attack for MrBeast. And let me tell you something about Redditors. I'm doing a giveaway. And this I should have let in with this. But I'm doing a giveaway for 2 Fortnite cards. One's $31.99 for 5,000 V-Bucks. Another one is $7.99. I'm going to do this every week. But starting today, you're going to have to watch all the way to the end. And I'm going to give you a specific code word. And I need you to follow, like, and share. Sorry, subscribe, because I'm not on TikTok. This is not a TikTok video. So I need you to do all these things. And then in the comment section, let me know what that code word is. I guess people could just run to the comment section to get that code word. Notes for next time. Don't do that. It's a mental note. I'm doing it with this pen. F that pen. Okay, so let's get on to these Redditors calling out MrBeast. By the way, the king of YouTube. He's got currently 278 million subscribers. No, I don't know what his current YouTube subscriber count is. 213, probably? I should have probably had this running. We'll figure it out. I'm going to go ahead and say 213 because by the time I post this, it's going to be 213. And these Redditors have come up with a scale map to show you that he wasn't actually in the ground. Even though he was in the ground. We all saw him go under the ground. We all saw him get lifted up on the last day. I mean, they could say whatever they want to as far as like, you know, editing techniques go with video cameras or you know, what have you. Because they've been saying that a lot ever since Rosanna claimed that she came in third, and then Quackity came in second, and then Zach King. So it would have been those three going to fight for the $1 million hide and seek. But now everybody's calling out MrBeast. You know, they called out MrBeast just recently. Yahoo News did. For building 100 wells in all over Africa. First, everybody had forgotten who Yahoo News even was. And then for them to bring MrBeast, who's like one of the best people of all time. We can all agree that MrBeast is one of the best people of all time. I take that back. Redditors, Yahoo News, and some people on Twitter can't stand MrBeast. And that's sad because that's the kind of the state of the world that we're in right now. If you can't trust MrBeast, this is leaning. This is leaning right here. I don't like it. And it's all on top of my I don't know if you could see it, but it's a devil fruit. It is the Gumma Gumma no Mi, otherwise known as the spoilers Hito Hito no Mi model Nika. Nika. I wanted to pronounce that correctly. Nika. Because, you know, racism. But, yeah, so far this is my collection. We're going way off on a tangent here. I've got Luffy, Shanks, Porcus, so Fire Fist Ace, and Zoro. I've got more coming in today. And as they come out, I will have them. They're going to be back there. I'm also going to put the Wanted posters over. Speaking about Wanted posters, today, Netflix has finally released their Squid Game concept, which they stole from MrBeast. MrBeast did that after Squid Game came out. He's like, I'll just make a giant one. It's one of the biggest. It's not his biggest, obviously, but it's one of the biggest viewed videos on his platform, on MrBeast's platform on YouTube. And then they're all like, oh, it worked for him. Let's do it. They didn't even reference him. And then people are all like, oh, shut up. It was their video. No, it's South Korea. It's Korea's video. Korea came up with it. And then MrBeast is like, let's turn this into a game show. And then Netflix is like, oh, that's a smart idea. We're going to steal that concept. Netflix does this a lot, by the way. They steal a lot of concepts. And it's sickening because it happened. But now, Redditors, on top of Yahoo News, on top of everybody that have come against MrBeast, are now calling out MrBeast for being fake or faking challenges, like Rosanna said and Quackity said, or being a white savior over there in Africa, doing what those governments should be doing. By the way, the government of Kenya, from what I've seen in my comment section on TikTok, doesn't care about the people over there, which is not shocking to me because there's a lot of governments, including my government here in the United States, that does not care about us. They just care about getting more money. So you might see a shift that, people are like, hey, government, do what we want you to. And they'll be like, no, be the corporate and white collar robots that we want you to be. And then we're going to be like, no, you've never cared about us. So there we go. But MrBeast went down in the ground for 7 days. And actually, while he was there, he got his 200 million subscribers. That's what everybody wanted, was the 200 million subscribers. And so this happened back in October. So he was buried alive back in October. And now people are saying that, it's fake. Well, I mean, you can't be buried alive without a ventilation system. You can't be buried alive without food if you're going to stay there for more than a couple hours, because then you're going to suffocate. So he sat there and was taken care of. I don't know if you actually watched it, but like he was in mental, he was in depression and sadness the entire time he was down there. It sucked for him. And now Redditors, I both love and hate Reddit. Because there's a lot of just nonsense on Reddit. And then there's really good information on Reddit. Like when I was going up against this cat group from China, there was a Redditor out there saying that I was giving false information. Although I was giving the information I was getting straight from the cat group. Because this was a huge jealousy thing, because they were a cat activist. Or like, we're an activist group. And they weren't doing anything for that group. We were on TikTok. We got some of that stuff shut down, and they were mad that we were getting the stuff shut down. Much like the group that was over, that Yahoo News was, the group that was over there was like, well, we've been doing this for over a decade, and we couldn't get it done, but this one white man shows up and gets it done. It's just the way of the world. We were just trying to get the cat group shut down, and an activist got mad. And they're like, oh, they're not real activists. You're right. I'm a TikToker that's now on YouTube doing YouTubes because TikTok sucks. I'm not going to hide that from anybody, by the way. Anybody that sees this, TikTok sucks, okay? I do TikToks because it's gotten me a following, and I appreciate that. But I need to expand, and the only way I can expand is here on YouTube. So I'm not even used to looking at the camera over here. I'm used to looking up here, so I'm probably like my face is off somewhere else. It's the camera. I'm going to blame the camera and my giant hands. But what we can blame ultimately is people chronically online that watch MrBeast and hate MrBeast. Okay, there's a small percent. It's not even a percentage of the world population, because there's no percentage of the world population that's just chronically online. Okay, unlike these monsters sitting on Reddit. Oh, he faked it. Oh, MrBeast. Hundreds of millions of dollars that he spends on his Activision, or his not Activision, on his philanthropy. We hate him here. Why? Why do you hate MrBeast? Because he's successful and he's helping people. You know, you could be successful and help people on Reddit too, instead of trying to tear down a YouTube video that was just a YouTube video. It wasn't even for like philanthropy. It was just fun. But what do you guys think about this situation? I'm really just coming on here to rant about it because it's just so annoying. Every time MrBeast does anything, okay, a couple weeks ago, I think it was at the beginning of this month, he was talking about he had standards, and this is actually an older video, but it got brought back up earlier this month. He had standards for the girl he was with, which is Thea Boyenson, or Thea Boyesen, something like that. She's amazing, and I can't wait for those two to be married, much like the rest of the internet. But there's that 1% that's like, oh, he's got standards? Oh, how he should just accept a McDonald's worker. And I'm sure he would have if he fell in love with her, but he had standards. And we should all have standards for the people we're with. Otherwise, we're going to end up with, some abusive maniac. And that's another thing, too. Get yourself some standards. Watch One Piece. It's the best anime of all time. Standards. And I do realize I'm wearing Dragon Ball Z, second best anime of all time. Naruto's top 10 somewhere. But anyway, I'm going to get the people fighting in the comments section. But what do you guys think about this situation? I'm personally 100% for MrBeast. I'm always going to be 100% for MrBeast. This is nonsense. Sure, okay, he was in the ground. He had a ventilation system. He didn't fake that. He said that was happening anyway. But 2 Fortnite cards, okay? The first person I see in this video that says, and this is the code word. I want you to watch it all the way to the end. Make sure that you get these code words, okay? There's 2 of them. And I need to see them back to back. Team MrBeast. That's the first code word. I'm not putting it up here because I want you to actually listen to it. Team MrBeast. And TikTok sucks. S-U-X. S-U-X. TikTok, you could put TT sucks. Or TikTok, S-U-X. I don't want the S-U-C-K-S. That's old people stuff. That's Facebook. We don't do that here. But what do you guys think about that? And also, you have to subscribe. You have to be subscribed, and I have to see it. Okay? The first person. Well, no. Let's not do that. With both of those, Team MrBeast and TikTok sucks. S-U-X. I'm gonna pick 5 people randomly. So I need to see it, and you have to be subbed. I'm gonna pick 5 people randomly from this YouTube, and I'm also gonna blast this on my TikTok, by the way. 5 people randomly. I will go ahead and take you and put you in like a little bracket. 5 people randomly. Put you in a little bracket, and then I'm going to bring you onto a live here on YouTube. By the way, I don't need to see your face. I could just see you in the comments. I'm going to have you fight each other in a 10-question round. And if you get this, I'm sending this to you. By the way, you have to be in America, Canada, or Mexico. Okay? America, Canada, or Mexico. Well, no, I guess I could just scratch the pin and send you the pin. You could be anywhere in the world. This is smart. I could literally just send you the pin. Okay, so you could be anywhere in the world. And I'm going to send you this pin because I could just scrape it off and send you the pin. That makes sense. Yeah. So the 2 code words. Team Mr. Beast, TikTok sucks. You have to be subbed. All right, thank you so much, guys, for being here. I appreciate you all. And what do you guys think about Redditors calling out Mr. Beast? Because it's bull stuff. I can't say the word. I'm not going to swear. I don't swear. I wish I could, but I'm not going to.